Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Off Course Topics Reviews. We'll just get right into it, I guess. So the
Wait,
Punisher.
hold on. Do you wanna? Oh, my bad. Proceed. My bad. I thought you were gonna like. I thought you were gonna say how you feel about it right away. My bad for interrupting. Proceed.
No, you're good. The Punisher One Last Kill came out today, and we
Yep.
both just
Yep.
finished watching it. This one we actually watched separately. Um,
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you wanna say it like play by play, and then we get to the review part,
um, I
or you
mean,
just want to get started
I
on
mean,
like how we feel
let's
about
just
it?
get started on how we feel about it because I don't know how you feel about it. I think I kind of know how you feel about it, but I'm not entirely sure. Um,
Do you? Could you want to guess? Do you want to guess, and then like from after that guess, we just get started by what I actually feel?
I guess yeah, if you want to do that.
All right, go for it, man.
Uh,
Guess. What do you think?
well,
I thought.
do you? I'm gonna say that you're unsure about it. Is
I was leaning towards more like I don't think I like it, bro.
really okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
Because
don't think I
honestly,
like it.
I'm
How do
a.
you?
I don't. I didn't like it.
You
I
didn't
was.
like it either?
I was not really a fan. So I guess. Okay. So let me start with this.
I took notes. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I
Okay.
took notes. So like, if you
I
want to get everything you got to say
yeah.
out the way first, go for it.
I'll start by saying that I don't think like the one like the the special presentation itself. I didn't really have a problem with.
My bad for breathing into the mic. My
You're good.
bad.
You're good. You're good.
I'm just trying to
The
catch my breath, bro.
the uh the story I didn't have a problem with, and it wasn't that I didn't have a problem with any of that.
The story. All right, let's be real. It's basically John Wick chapter, the ending of two, chapter three. You
Uh,
know,
I mean, kind
have
of,
you
I
seen
guess.
John Wick's movies?
Yeah, I never watched the fourth one, but um,
Okay,
I
that okay.
yeah
Okay, because at the end, all right, John Wick 3, they just put a bounty on him, and like the
yeah
whole movie's him just killing
yeah,
everyone that like is going against him.
and then he
That's
teams up with
basically
the
what this
other.
movie's about,
That
bro.
kind of is a little bit, and it's so my thing is with the new cheese,
There's
right?
even a dog killing scene.
Which was crazy, by the
Crazy.
way. Crazy, by the way.
That was
I
crazy,
was
bro.
like,
I felt
damn.
so bad
Dude,
for him.
I saw him pick up the dog and I said,
Oh,
nah, not the dog, not the dog. And I was like, bro,
yeah.
this
I was like, just take it home. I was like, please tell me he just steals the dog,
dude,
bro.
and then I mean
And then I saw
obviously
the truck, and I was like, tell me that's Punisher.
that's what I was
I
hoping to.
was,
I was like, bro, it's gonna start off with this dude dying, right? Like it's gonna be like an insane like thing. No,
yeah.
no, bro throws the dog in front of the truck. Which obviously they don't actually show
Yep.
anything. They don't even at a certain point
They
the
don't.
dog is off frame anyway, and you don't actually ever see the dog leave the hands because
Yeah, he
it's
basically throws the dog out frame,
yeah.
and then you just hear the cry, and then that's it. You don't. I
Uh,
don't even think you hear the thump
no,
that the car hit
thankfully,
it. I think.
honestly, that
Yeah.
doesn't that wasn't even needed. Yeah, that was fine. There's no need to hear anything
Yeah,
like that.
like
So,
the cry, the dog cry was enough. Yeah.
so and then you feel bad for the old man because it's like, oh damn, you really feel bad for the old man because the old man just gets his head kicked in, and like he's just
Dude,
trying to
he
feed his
does. He just
dog.
gets kneed in the.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that shit was
and
fucked up.
and I
The
was like,
fact that
ah,
like the fact that it's like it's kind of realistic is kind of fucked up too.
yeah, no, and like,
It's like remember like a couple years back, probably longer, probably like 6, 7 years ago. Oh my gosh, my brain's going
okay,
crazy. Those numbers. But remember like the like there's a time I think we might have been in high school still or like in college, but there's like people just punching people out of random in the sidewalk and they'll like
I
post it on like
yeah,
social media. Do you remember that?
I remember,
Like that's
yeah.
basically what the people were doing
And
in the Punisher
it was
movie
like
part.
you already feel bad for the old man because you're like, oh dude, like that sucks. They take his hat too. And it's like, what the fuck, man? And then like, and
Yeah.
then he picks up the dog, and the old man just like, "Well, put my dog down." It's like, nah, dude, like, oh, that's fucking terrible. And then to have that dog die, was so sad. It was a puppy too, man. So it was like,
Nah, it was like a Chihuahua, bro.
it was not a
Let's be
chihuahua. It
honest.
was not a chihuahua.
That was like a Chihuahua,
It
bro.
was like it was a small dog.
It was some type of Chihuahua mutt, bro.
I don't think
It
so,
wasn't a
but
puppy. I'm telling you
I
that right now.
but it was
But
still, and then that sucked. After that, I really wanted the guy to die,
yeah.
and obviously he does die at the
Oh
very
yeah,
end.
me
But
too.
um, there's but
Um,
aside from that, the story though, like I don't have a problem with the story overall. It was just my overall gripe with the presentation was one, it's short, right? It was very very short. It was 44 minutes
yeah.
without credits. With credits 50 minutes.
Oh, okay, because yeah, when
Uh,
you told me it was 44, I was like, I say it's 50, right?
yeah,
I was
because it was
confused.
44 without
Yeah,
credits, 50 with credits.
yeah,
It's a very short presentation. That's basically an episode of Daredevil, essentially.
yeah. It was basically an
Um,
episode. Yep.
and
Which
what
I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be at least an
I
hour,
wanted an hour at
like an
least.
hour and like 10 minutes
I
or
at
something. How long?
least
How long
Werewolf by Night.
was the Guardian
Oh,
special?
that was
Are you
about
on
I
Disney? Because
believe
I just opened
I
it.
believe that was an hour. I'm like
Okay,
fairly
what about
positive that
like
was an hour.
Werewolf by Night?
Uh,
I think
I think that was an
Werewolf
hour.
by Night was also.
I, I, it's at least an hour, but I think it was like an hour and a half. I could have sworn or something like that. But those were essentially movies, though. They were like links of movies, or
Yeah,
specials,
I
kind of.
thought Punisher was getting a movie.
I,
This was
I,
like a little,
I was,
like literally an episode.
and that's the problem I really had with it overall was it felt like an episode to the start of a series that we're not gonna get. um,
Yeah, no, it does. Yep.
because like and again,
Or maybe we are. Maybe it's like a test to see how many people actually watch it,
I
and if it
mean,
gets a lot of views, then they're gonna
there's
make a new Punisher series. But honestly, at this point, I don't think that's what
I,
I want.
I think
Dude, like I'm kind of skipping over like everything because I'm letting you like proceed. I'm gonna let
Yeah,
you
no, you're good. I so that was the thing that I kind of like. My overall thing with it very much was that I just didn't like the runtime. I didn't like that it was like the special is not even really concluded at all either. Like it's
No, it's not.
they do, Manucci puts a bounty on him, like we said, and then they kind of like end up. She puts a bounty on him because he kills the other Nucci members of her family. Which, by the way, I don't think. I mean, they're mentioned in the Punisher Netflix series. I haven't finished the Punisher Netflix series. I
Okay,
did start, but
okay.
um,
Look at the people that they talk about in the news article. That's all the Punisher Netflix series. But the lady, I don't know who she is, bro.
that's
I'm
that's
assuming
that's
she's
it's
like
Manucci. That's the
it's a
actual
new
like.
character.
That's
Oh,
the
is it?
yeah. It's Manucci. She's the actual like family, like that's like they're like like the mob boss. She's like actually she's the mob boss of the family. So
Yeah.
the uh the 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 premise of the show was taking inspiration, I'm fairly positive, from Garth Ennis's run from Punisher, who also wrote the Boys comic. He did. I'm pretty sure it's his run from the Punisher that they're kind of adapting, and that's the most one that I think most people know, with which is with the new cheese and all that stuff. The Punisher stuff, like that's why I'm confused, because I know they were mentioned in it, but I don't think he actually like ever shows. Well, I guess I think it's like the first couple episodes, right? He kills um
Well,
them like in the
you
restaurant or
talking about the
whatever.
Netflix series?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Daredevil season 2. Actually, he kills them in the restaurant, and
So,
then
but
he
like,
finds out like proceed.
it was I was gonna say because the new cheese are like a big family. It's not just like it's not like
Yeah, so
just
I
one thing.
think, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember like. I just remember him killing all of them because they had a meeting at like a restaurant or
Yeah,
some
well,
shit,
that's what I was
and
gonna
he
say.
just
It was
kills
like
them all.
it's obviously not the same people. It's not the core new cheese, because the core new cheese they show he kills in One Last Kill, in that little like montage of her being like,
Yeah,
"Oh, you
unless
killed
they're
these
like
people."
retconning it.
Either that too.
They could be retconning it.
It could be, which is, but I don't think it would though, because it's John Berthal who wrote it, so I don't think they did retcon it.
That's true, John.
Um, and so I
Oh,
guess it's like the
bro,
core
that means
members of
I'm
New
fucking
Cheese.
dissing John Bernthal now, bro.
Yes, bro. Yes, this was solely John
Oh
Bernthal and
shit.
another writer too. I forgot who. But they wrote it together. And John Bernthal did heavily like write it. So um,
I thought he was like. I
he
thought
he
he
was
was
also a
just like.
producer on it. Yes, he
He
is.
just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I heard he was producing it too, but I thought he just wanted to make sure like the story like made sense, or else he wasn't gonna do it.
I mean, yeah.
I
I
didn't
mean,
know if
it
he was
made
like
sense for him. Yeah,
actually
yeah.
writing it.
No, he wrote it. Yeah, he wrote it. Um, so
Um, damn.
I think
Um,
the thing, but like again, I'm not saying the story's bad. I'm just saying that I didn't like how nothing was really concluded. It was very much like it felt very rushed because they only had 44 minutes. I don't know
yeah.
if I don't
I'm
know.
surprised you said. My
No,
bad.
no, go ahead.
before you move on, I'm surprised that you said that you were okay with the story.
So that's the
Cause like
thing.
from the beginning, I didn't care for the story at all. To be honest, like
I
there's nothing catching me to this like mini series or special. Like
Yeah.
I was
Well,
just kind of like, where is this going?
I'm
Because it
sure.
hasn't hooked me yet. Like
I,
none of
I'm
it hooked me until he started killing people.
I'm sure the overall, because it's like, I don't know if it was. I feel like it's confirmed. I don't know. Maybe we're just all making that up in our heads. Like, I mean, like everybody was like, this is gonna connect to Brand New Day. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can kind of see how it's gonna connect to Brand New Day, unless in Brand New Day, he's just. I guess it makes sense why he's killing people in Brand New Day. At this point now, it's
Maybe I
because
should have.
you
Maybe
know.
I should have started.
Well,
Let me. I'm
I'll
gonna
wrap it
at
all
this
around.
point.
But I'll wrap it all around. But yeah.
Okay.
Let me the new cheese, all that stuff. So he starts off killing and all that stuff, and that's the that's the Punisher I know. That's the villains I know is the new cheese. That's the main thing I like know about Punisher definitively. I watched the Punisher movie with Thomas Jane in it like a long time ago. I haven't watched it since. I did play the video game when I was very little, which you could argue I probably shouldn't have played. I think I was 8 when I played that game. Um, and that game
It was a
had
different time
had
then.
the that game had the new cheese. Well, it was my brother's game, and like I just ended up playing it. But that game had the new cheese as like the villains and everything. So I that's how
Yeah.
I knew like about the Punisher. Like that's the one definitive thing. That and the Russian. Those are the definitive like villains I know.
Oh, the Russian, the
Yeah,
villain.
from the Punisher. Those are the like definitive
Yeah.
villains I know. So I was kind of that's also kind of why I was hooked on it because I was like I know the villains I know like all this stuff. So I kind of like the new chi
Yeah.
aspect of it. But um kind of having them die, whether it's a retcon or not, having them die like inside the presentation within like a 2 minute like little montage of this is how you killed my family was kind of like
Yeah.
I feel like that overall should have been the special than just
I think
kind
so
of
too. Yeah, that would have
yeah
been way better.
than just kind of having you killed my family, here's a bounty, we're
They
gonna
didn't even
kill.
show his face, bro. It's like
Yeah, it was just
at
like the
first she was just saying like if someone killed
I that's what
her
I was thinking
family,
too, and I was
and
like
then
but
at the end she was like, "Oh, it was you." And it's
yeah.
like, why would you say it like that, bro? Like that's some weird.
I
I don't know. That was
I
some weird wording.
I think like that's better than having you kill a bunch of random people who are literally random people trying to kill
Yeah.
you because they want money, and
Yeah.
then you kind
Not
of
only that, like before even that started, those random people were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted to in the
yeah
city.
within the streets
So
yeah
it's like I guarantee you, one of the people that attacked them probably wasn't even in it for the money because they
they
were
were
just
just
like,
doing
bro, I
random
could do
shit
whatever the fuck I want. Yeah,
yeah.
like, you know?
So that was my gripe with the story. That's my gripe with the story. I don't mind that it is that way. I just mind that it's very much unfinished. And again, obviously, this is not going to be, unless Spider-Man has to deal with like that side of Punisher, which I don't understand why in a Spider-Man movie that would
Yeah, that
be.
wouldn't make sense.
And if that is the case, I will be a little upset about it because it's a Spider-Man movie, not a Punisher movie. So I will be a little upset about that if that does happen in the movie. But I mean, the runtime is what killed it for me a lot. Like the action scenes were cool. The kills were brutal and all that stuff. That was fine, but I just think like overall the story was not weak in the sense that it was like weak, like a weak story. It was weak that it just never that, there was no outcome to like there's kind of honestly like if you watch the special you got nothing out of it. If you didn't watch the special, you got
Yeah,
nothing out of
dude,
it. Like it's
I'm glad you said that,
like
bro.
that's honestly
But,
the
like,
consensus of what happened.
I say that in my notes.
Like
Um,
yeah, so we'll talk about your stuff.
um,
Let's go. You run down your notes and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. So I already mentioned like the first three when you were talking.
Hmm.
So I'll just continue from there. I don't know. I kind of don't know how I feel about him seeing like all the dead people in
Oh
his
the
face.
yeah okay the
Yeah,
PTSD
because
of it
it's
all.
like he's never done that before, from what I remember. Like he would have nightmares and like see them like in his dreams and shit, but never like that. Like when he was tripping out whether like Karen was actually there or not. Oh, my bad. Spoiler alert. Karen Page has a little cameo in
Yeah.
this show, but she's not really there. She's like imaginary friend. That kind of bothered me. I'm like, why is he seeing people now? Like he never did before.
Hmm.
Um, I think the dude that he kept seeing, I think he's from the Punisher series, if I'm not
Yes, he
mistaken.
is. Yes, that's his friend that
Yeah,
was in
okay. I was
the.
like,
Yeah.
I'm glad they brought like people back from that series, you know, but I just didn't know how I feel about like him seeing them because it's
Hmm.
like, bro, they kind of in Daredevil season 2, the whole trial was like trying to make him crazy, and he's like, bro, I'm not crazy, you know, so it kind of goes against that.
Mm.
I know you haven't finished Daredevil, but yeah. Um, and then I kind of didn't like that he like just jumped out the building and
Oh,
then
instead of like,
he just
yeah.
to like the side part and then he just rolls off it. Like how the fuck did he survive that with nothing like literally no scars or anything? I don't know. I kind of was like whatever. It's a freaking Marvel TV show, bro. Like
Right.
um and in my other note I said I don't think I like this shit at all, bro.
it.
And then the last part, I was like, it was basically an episode on how or why he started to become Punisher again, which I don't know if we needed that since in Born Again season 1, like it kind of covers like that
Yeah.
already in a better way, which I think this might be before Born Again season 1, but I don't know because it's hard to tell. Like, why would he come back in Born Again and then go stop being Punisher and then come back again? That doesn't make sense. So, like, I don't know where is this in the timeline.
This is
Like,
no. This is
you
right
know,
after season one of Born Again. This is after he breaks out.
she.
But
I don't know.
it's not really. Exactly. I know it's not really mentioned. It's not really like there's no definitive continuation to Daredevil, and there's no definitive end to go into Brand New Day. So it's really weird. It's like in this weird, like I don't know. It feels like a Netflix thing again, and not really in a good way. Where like it feels like it's like its own thing. This has nothing to do with Spider Man. Nothing to do with Daredevil. It's just like Punisher. Um,
Yeah,
the
I know what you mean.
yeah
It's like a Sony Spider-Man movie.
type of
Like
yeah exactly.
like
Like it's not.
like Toby Maguire that has nothing to do with the Avengers. Like yeah, I know what you mean.
It's very much like again like you watch it you get nothing out of it, you don't watch it you don't miss anything,
Yeah.
and I think
Dude.
there's like weird like again there's some aspects that were good about it, right? But really honestly I think what most people, because what I've seen while we were, because I was waiting for Anthony to get on because he showered afterwards, so I was like kind of just on Twitter kind of like scrolling through some stuff, and a lot of what I see people talking about is just, oh, the action was really good, it was a cool Punisher like thing, and it's like,
That's literally the only good
but
thing
that's
about it. The
exactly, yeah.
thing.
And
Yeah.
there's a good.
Everything else kind of sucks. Like and I hate to say it cuz I was low key kind of hyped
I
on
was
this
also
show,
really
bro. Like
excited for it too, yeah. And like a
but
good
like
10-15 minutes.
none of my questions that I had like
No, that
got answered at
nothing gets
all.
answered, and then you're like, okay, cool. Well, so the special's about him killing, like he's gonna go kill Manucci, which is cool. Like I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And then
Doesn't even do that.
she gets in the car, drives away. That's all you see of her, and it's like, oh, and literally, I mean, I don't know how what happened when the ending happened of the presentation, and I was like, oh, cool, the guy's gonna die. That's awesome. And then he
Yeah.
like kills him, and then it says Punisher, and then the credits roll. I was like, oh, that's it. I was like,
Dude, I knew
that's
it. I
crazy.
was like, so like the what like 3 seconds after he killed him, but before it said Punisher,
Yeah.
I was like, is this the ending? I was like, I hope this isn't the ending. And then the Punisher came out, and I was like, okay, maybe like that's just like the intro. Like maybe there's gonna be more after this.
That's what
And
I
then the
thought
credits
too.
rolled. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, woo! I was like, oh, I'm never Deadass never gonna rewatch this ever again.
Yeah, I
If
don't
I want to
think
watch Punisher.
I'm going to either.
I'm gonna either watch the Netflix series, Daredevil season 2. Shit, I might even rather watch Born Again season 1, bro. And like I hate Born Again season 1, but I think I'd rather watch that than
and,
this little special.
and it sucks because again I was so excited for it. Like I actually did really look forward to
Yeah.
watching this. The trailer made it seem like it was gonna be like, I don't know, like I mean obviously like
Honestly, the trailer didn't give us much either, but then like you watch it and it's like, well, it doesn't really give us much.
yeah, half the
It's
I mean
crazy that that
the
happened.
trailer is kind of the special. I'm not gonna lie. Uh,
Yeah, because the trailer was all about like him killing the guys on that roof,
and that's
and
where
then that
most
was
of the
kind of it.
action
Like
scenes
that's all I
happen. Yeah,
remember.
that's where
Yeah,
most of the
that's
action
literally
scenes
all I.
happen, except for in the beginning when he's like, after Manucci's like, at 6:45, you're gonna die, and then like he goes into this apartment. The apartment scene was really cool. I really enjoyed that action Le'Veon Roses playing in the background. That was kind of funny. But I just like it, like that 10-15 minutes of this special is him killing people, and that is legitimately, with the runtime, that's half the fucking special is him killing people. Like,
Well, wouldn't it be more like a quarter?
okay, fine. If you want to do 44
Bro,
minutes,
come
like,
on, let's do
fine.
literal math right here.
Fine. Okay, if you want to be, but like, but that, okay, I'm being hyperbolic. Okay, hyperbolic is like, yes, that's half the special. Okay, but, like, there is, I mean, what, five
No,
to ten
I would
minutes of
say
him is being like kind of haunted in the beginning, like by his thing. Well, actually, the first like five
like not knowing
minutes,
what to
the
do.
first 5 minutes is
Yeah, I
about the
would say
dog
it's more like
dying.
the first 8 minutes. No,
Yeah.
you might be right actually. All right, you
So,
might be right.
so like, but I mean, it's just weird because it's like, if this leads to a show, I will be fine with it, I guess. But the fact that this is labeled as a special presentation, one last kill, it's like,
It
bro,
should not have led into anything
it should have
like
been like,
its own thing, like a movie.
well, that's the thing.
And
It kind
it's
of feels like its own thing. It doesn't even feel like it leads into anything because there's no.
okay, yeah, but like okay, look, it should have been like a movie where like you could end it like it's a definitive ending, but also like you
The
could
Punisher
continue
can
it.
still be
You
used
know what
like
I
in,
mean?
yeah, in other stuff.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. That's how they should have done it. But no, like this one is like, oh well, he's not done like fixing this little city,
and
or
that's.
he's not done hunting the lady. Like, so it's like, what is he gonna do? Like, I really don't know what he's doing.
I feel like the way, because I feel like for a long time, right, the Netflix one struggled with. I think, again, I didn't finish it, so I mean, like,
Tone.
I
I
can't
would say
really.
tone.
Well,
Because season one and season two are completely different.
well, that's what I was gonna
I
say,
think
but
season two is better.
I think the Punisher Netflix series has a very big problem with him trying to be like, well, we can't solve the murder of his family because then there's no reason for him to be Punisher. Uh, like
Yeah.
that's the reason for it, right?
But
And
isn't there like one comic
well, in the
where
comics,
like basically it never ends? Like there's no definitive answer on who and or
there's
why
I
he
mean,
killed his
I
family?
believe so. I know there's multiple
Like
runs
I
where
know there's
he's
one or like
very
one run
much.
that it's like that.
Well, in the Garth Ennis one of the runs is called Welcome Back, Frank, which I believe deals with the new cheese again. But I think that's like yeah, he was done being Punisher and he comes back because like he found out more stuff. So that's like fine, right?
Yeah.
But there is like but there's other reasons like he's Punisher in the comics after he finds out who kills his family. That's done. He still is Punisher, right? I now granted I haven't read those comics. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people say those comics are kind of ass. So I mean, I don't know, but still though, like in other
I mean, they
media,
still could have made it better in
well,
with
that's
this, right?
exactly, and other media and other stuff,
All
not
you got
just
to do is
comics.
like,
He's Punisher for other reasons, not just because he, the main reason, yes, is because
yeah,
his
like
family died. He wants to
he
carry
wants a
out
fate.
vengeance.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think
Like after that, you could just be like, oh well, now since I figured out my family, like I'm gonna make sure no one else is fighting ever
because that's what
goes
he
to
is,
where
right?
I went.
He's the
That's
anti-hero.
all you
He's
got to do.
not. Yeah, he's not a character that's like. I mean, he is a selfish character, but he's also like he like obviously you see like it shows in
He's
the
not.
special. He has a heart. Obviously, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna let this other
Yeah.
little kid be orphaned, or I'm not gonna let this dad be. I watched this kid that like that's there's that aspect to him
Yeah.
too. I just think like and it kind of feels like that's what's kind of happening with the presentation too. It's like we need a reason for him to actually be Punisher. We can't just let him carry
Yeah, because
on.
there's
It's like
so many kids that were
yeah,
near him. So
so it's like I don't know, man. Like I think
I don't know.
if you let him just be Punisher, but kind of and also I don't know. I mean, maybe you'll maybe you'll like feel different about it, but I think if you just have him be Punisher, let go of the family stuff, like okay, that's done. We've already established that. Then that's like I think most people aren't going to complain about that still. Now, if they're doing this because they're
I
like,
doubt it.
if they're doing this because I feel like they're probably like, well, I don't know, we want to have this like kind of like grief for him still because not everybody watched the Netflix stuff, So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if
most likely what it
that
is.
that's kind of like the only thing I can think of is why they're still carrying on with his like whole family death thing. But even then, like it's still a
Yeah.
continuation of that, so it's hard to kind of like I don't he's in this weird area where he they don't want to let him let go of that grief, but also they need to let him let go of that grief. For the character, I feel like to actually kind of just move on.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's the special did a lot of things that I think didn't serve anything story wise. Like again, it was the most memorable things from this is literally just the killing.
Yeah, no, we did
Yeah,
not need to watch it for
you.
any specific reason at
Yeah,
all.
I mean
And it's
he's
like
in.
they might have done that just because like everyone was like, well, you gotta do homework and watch all this stuff before you watch this movie, you know. But like even then, it's like you're not missing out on any like not even for other movies or shows. It's just nothing
Because I
happens.
don't,
They're
yeah, I don't
just like
understand how
killing
this.
people.
I don't really understand how this ties into Brand New Day. If it is supposed to tie into Brand New Day, again, I don't really remember if that was ever confirmed. I think that was just kind of something we that kind of Marvel fans just kind of made up to be like, oh, that makes sense, like because he's in Brand New Day, it's gonna show, like
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever confirmed that it does lead into Brand New Day. If it did, then I don't understand how, and if it didn't, I still don't understand how you go to Brand New Day from this. Um, I just feel like that's I don't know, like it was its own thing. This is a series would have been cool. I would have enjoyed this as a series.
Yeah.
Um, but as a one-off, where you don't know if he's gonna get a series anymore, because I feel like John Bernthal is kind of done with playing the Punisher. I don't know if like that's what it feels like. I don't necessarily think that's true, but I don't know. I just the presentation was a letdown. It really was, honestly.
No. Yeah. No, that's very true.
It
Um.
it's just
Yeah. No.
ugh.
Did you kind of made like a noise when I was like, oh, like it's kind of about him becoming Punisher again, but like it kind of already did that in season one of Born
Yeah.
Again in a better way. So like, why would they do it again? Like you kind of made like a reaction to
Well,
that.
I think I was just gonna add on to it, but yeah,
Oh,
it,
okay,
it
go
was
ahead.
nothing. Yeah, because again, there's like really nothing that this doesn't invent anything new for the story. Doesn't invent anything new for the character. You just
Yeah,
create
the,
like
bro.
the cycle all over again.
Yeah, not only that, it's like they had a clear path to make this because there's a run in the comics, right? I've seen this on TikTok. I haven't read any comics, so I mean, if you wanna correct me if I'm wrong, let me know because I only know it from TikTok.
Mhm.
But you know the whole like the police like using his logo to like
Yeah,
kill vigilantes and stuff.
yeah,
Like there's a comic run where that happens, and like Punisher is going after them because he doesn't believe that cops should be doing that. You know.
yeah,
So like literally every cop that has that logo, he like warns them. He's like, "Yo, like if I see you doing anything or wearing my logo, like you're done, you know?" And then there's other like panels or whatever where he's like actually killing them. They could have just done that in this special, like they show him get arrested by them, escape their prison, and he could have been like, "Well, look how they're terrorizing the city," with the news like on or some shit about like
yeah,
Daredevil season 2. And he just goes after him, like it could have just been that him going after all these policemen,
yeah. Because also
like maybe like
the news like
in a different part of the city, like you know what I mean?
no 100%, and that's the thing too, right? It's because in the when they talk about him killing the new cheese, like that has to be fairly recent. They make it seem like it's a fairly recent development because why would
Yeah,
you be
but
talking about something that was like 4 or 5 6 months, even a year, like old? Like that's not.
yeah,
So if they make it seem like it's a very relevant and more recent thing that just happened, that he just killed the new cheese, and from the flashback scenes, it makes it seem like it was a fairly recent thing. Um,
yeah, which it doesn't make sense because they're continuing the Netflix series, and that happened simultaneously as the Daredevil's Netflix series, and Daredevil Born Again like says that that was a long time ago. So like
yeah,
it
no,
doesn't make
exactly.
sense for them to like change. Like I don't know.
It's yeah,
And
again, it's
that's
just
if
weird.
they even did it in the Punisher series. I forgot whether he killed like the original, like the Nucci. Maybe he didn't kill the main members of the Nucci family, and like it was recent.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because that's the only way. Because I feel like you wouldn't retcon that, and you also wouldn't like I guess like have like I don't know, like I feel like that has to be the case that he because they are a big family, right? So it's possibly like I don't know,
Yeah.
like under underlings of the Nucci's or whatever. But um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I mean, the special's called One Last Kill, and bro did not kill the person that he was that like,
Exactly.
So I guess like
One last
as
kill.
a medium,
And it's not like he like retired from being Punisher at the end. He fucking
he put the suit back on, yeah,
started
or
becoming
the
yeah,
vest.
started the Punisher thing again.
So
Doesn't make sense, bro.
I mean, I think as a special presentation, as a one off, and honestly, as a continuation, it wasn't great. I'm gonna give it like a 2 to be honest with you. Um,
Oh, I gave it two as well.
yeah, it's just not.
Um, what's crazy on Letterboxd is like a lot of people put it like three and up, bro. Like
Yeah,
there's not a lot of twos and
I
there's
think the only
threes
thing
as
that
fuck.
really redeems this presentation is the action sequences. They're cool.
Yeah, and I
Uh,
don't know why people like rate things so high because of the action scenes. Like Ahsoka almost got that just because of the Hayden Christensen scenes, and it's like, bro,
yeah,
like you're gonna say one episode that has him and like Clone War stuff is gonna save the whole like season? It didn't, bro. It's still ass.
it's
I don't know. I
it's
don't understand it.
it's very much it very much lacks. I think uh like the pacing just doesn't help it at all. Um, there's some scenes where you're like I feel like this is taking too long, or some scenes where you're like I feel like they didn't elaborate enough on that, and I don't understand how you really go forward with this now because um like unless they make a series with Punisher and the Punisher and that's directly after Brand New Day where he's like okay I'm gonna resume finding Manucci. But
Yeah.
if you put him in other stuff and kind of other things, it's like, well, are you gonna
Oh, get the
continue
Hulk
his
treatment, basically.
like
I don't.
yeah, but like
I don't
even
think
then
it's gonna be good,
you
bro.
can't really continue his story in other people's
Yeah.
movies or shows because then it's just like weird. The only thing I could see making sense and it would work kind of is if in season 3 of Daredevil, he's in season 3 of Daredevil and they're hoping him with Manucci. That's the only other thing I can think that would
Yeah,
kind of
that makes the most sense too.
that would kind of like I guess bring it together. But even then, with the continuation of that, I still don't think it's gonna like I'm rating this by its own thing, by its own metric, and I don't think anything is gonna like anything after is gonna kind of be like yeah, like okay, yeah, that made sense, but like as a whole, it feels more confusing than anything, and it feels like it's just not complete.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So I think it's probably the most negative thing we've had on here on this channel so far. Um, like it's just I don't know, man. Like I was really excited for it, and I feel like if they gave it a runtime, if they gave it a runtime as a movie, like a 2 hour movie, and they actually finished Manucci's thing in that same thing, I think it would have been a lot better. Or even him just killing the Nucci's, I think would have been a lot better than just kind of what we
Yeah, that
got.
would have been better. Like him going to the new cheese and then, bro, no. If they just gave it another hour about him like killing the new cheese and then like it has like a 3 months later and he's like in hiding and it's all this that it showed us that the mom
Yeah,
put the hit on him, I would have been okay with that. Like
there's multiple
just
things I
because
think
it's
you
like
could have done that would
yeah,
have.
because it's like okay, well he killed them, she put a hit on him, and it ended, you know. But that means like we might get another one, and he's gonna go after her. But who knows? You know, I think I would have been more okay with that than how it just was
Yeah,
just one part.
yeah. It really wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But that was the presentation. Um, I guess we'll see if it continues in Spider Man. I don't understand why it would, but I guess maybe we'll see. um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of
I guarantee you, in Spider Man, they're not gonna mention any of this, bro. Unless they have like a end credit scene where like it teases that Punisher is gonna get a special or something.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, because like I don't know. So but thank you guys for watching this. I know it's a very negative review, and but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't. It just wasn't a great special, fortunately. Um, and now you guys can't say that I fucking glazed this shit because this was not good. So,
Well, let me say
uh,
we you glazed one.
but you guys say I glazed Disney
Disney
in
in general.
general. Yeah, which is like this is
Okay.
Disney.
This is probably the first time you don't like.
Well,
But
that's
even then,
that's not
you
even true.
you.
I don't like Rebels. I don't really like you
That's
know.
because it's Dave Filoni in a kids show.
No, that's because
That's
it's just it
different.
was I didn't
No,
like
that
it,
one's
and
different.
that's Disney too.
That one's
Like
different.
that's not different. It's the same shit. So yeah, it's just I don't know. But thank you guys for
Are we
watching.
still recording?
We are recording still.
Oh,
Uh,
I was
thank
confused.
you guys for watching, and yeah, we'll see you guys
No, no,
for
no, no, no.
the
Wait,
next
wait,
one,
wait, wait,
whichever it
wait,
is.
wait. Because I liked it.